the Eagle pub here is a good sort of intersection, because the line of colleges just over there, King's College and so on, then gives way across that road. We cross the road, and we're now in the university teaching departments and faculties which go out in this direction more. There are further colleges too. So you're moving across from the world of eating, acting, living that we've seen in the colleges to the world of studying in lectures, postgraduate supervisions, laboratories, for which Cambridge is also famous. All the laboratories are over here. And this complex of laboratories we're going to soon is the most famous in the world, the Cavendish Laboratory, which I'll talk about in a minute. But one of its many most famous outputs ended up in this pub. I talked to the co-discoverers of what's known as the secret of life, DNA. I talked to Jim Watson, in London once, and I asked him, he gave me a copy of his book and signed it, and I asked him which was the table you were sitting at in the Eagle when Crick, who'd been working late that evening, Crick came across and he walked in through the door here up to Watson's table where he and the friends were drinking and said, "Jim, we've discovered the secret of life." It was announced that they had discovered DNA in the far end of this pub here. And this is actually a very symbolic place for it to be discovered, because drinking, pubs, are another very important part of Cambridge and Oxford life, because the British feel that you can't separate work and life. It's in moments when you're playing games, moments when you're walking, moments when you're in a pub, when suddenly things click. And above all, it's in working together, which the Chinese also are very good at, that you make these discoveries. It's Crick and Watson working together with 4 or 5 other people who discovered DNA. No one singly could do this. Now, how do you get people to work together? One way is that you get them to go to a pub and chat. And for many years when I worked here on computer database systems, which has been my hobby, the people I was working with always used to come and have a drink here after their work. We used to come with them sometimes and chat about things. And it was often as you had your second pint of beer that they would suddenly say, I think that's what we must do. So pubs, work, English sociality and English academic culture. For instance, in Oxford, the great period of fairy story writing of C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien and others revolved around drinking in pubs. And in Oxford, it was in the pubs that the anthropologists met. In Cambridge, it's the same. There's traditionally a pub associated with each department in Cambridge after your seminars and after your occasions. In fact, this is the one that the postgraduates in the Department of Social Anthropology come to, and they come and have a drink in the Eagle. So pubs and departments are very closely linked, and so we move from college to pub to department.